the builders making moves, the projects shaping the culture, the unfiltered thinking behind it all. This is Let's Ride, the weekly podcast from BMX that takes you inside the on-chain world. Welcome to the ride.
Hello, everybody. GM, and welcome to Let's Ride, the BMX live stream and podcast happening every week where we feature different builders innovating culture on chain. Today, we are joined by Smoke, CEO of Own the Doge, the organization that stewards the photo of the Doge IP. Very excited today to dive all into the world of Doge. I'm actually just coming back from Japan recently. I got my Doge merch, got my Doge plushie here, and we are ready to go today. Before we dive in, we'll do a quick disclaimer from Deez, and then we'll dive into everything.
GM, happy to hop back into the culture side of things after we've been on DeFi for a bit. Before we get started, nothing we talk about today is financial advice. It is all for educational purposes only. And for any of our newcomers or our old friends out there, DeliSwap just launched. We're super proud of that. Everything is paired with WBLT. There are some incentives programs active, but really we're showcasing the power of WBLT and how that aggregator harvesting is at play when you see those in pairs. And I guess to tie it to recent market events, it's been kind of, no one's oblivious to the price action. But the beauty of WBLT, it's got some USDC in there. So anything paired with WBLT is not experienced that severe drawdown that the rest of the market has. And that's the beauty of having a hybrid fee capturing asset. So please head on over to our X to learn more about WBLT. If you're interested about our pools, check out DeliSwap, and we're super excited to be building a stability product in such volatile times. It's very easy to get excited about and chill a little bit. So please check it out. And without further ado, let's hop in. I hope everyone's safe out there with these Cloudflare issues, but it seems like another day, another technical headache.
Yeah, we pushed through the technical difficulties today to get the stream going, and X was down today, so definitely a lot happening. I see. By the way, shout out to everyone in the chat here. I see some folks getting excited today to hear from Smoke from Own the Doge. So Smoke, really excited to chat with you. I mean, we've done so many interviews at this point, but just wanted to bring you into the fold at BMX into our live stream. So happy to have you today.
Hey, thank you guys so much for having me. I was rocking out to that song. I don't know who made that intro song, but very well done. And love being here. Love you guys, and excited to be on the show today.
Love you too, Smoke. And I'm head to toe today, Doge, you guys. Like I just got back from Doge Day in Japan. You guys, this DAO has created an international holiday, Doge Day. And I'm honestly just coming back, so it's fresh in my mind, just having all the conversations, connecting with everyone there. So there's a lot to dive into today. I want to just kind of rewind though and start from a high level, with Own the Doge. Maybe you can give a quick overview of what Own the Doge is and why it matters.
Yeah, absolutely. So we always like to say that Own the Doge is a movement that's backed by the original Doge meme. This is a photo that was taken by Doge's owner, Atsuko Sato. She then minted this as the Doge NFT on Ethereum. And we acquired that via the DAO that started us, which is called Pleaser DAO. Our mission is to use the Doge meme and IP to build Doge culture, such as Doge Day, at a global scale, and proliferate the Doge ethos, DOGE, which stands for Do Only Good Every Day, and to spread the Doge brand across the world. So that's kind of a high-level overview of what we do, what we're about. We're a DAO, we're a decentralized autonomous organization. We have a lot of leaders across the world that work with us to proliferate Doge. And like Rachel said, we're just getting back from Doge Day, so excited to dive in and talk about some of the stuff we've been working on.
Absolutely. And I see some folks out here. I see Pixel, Callie, Goo, I said Beethoven, Smoke, Callie commenting, smoke. GM, everybody. If you guys have any questions throughout the stream, feel free to drop your questions, say hello. We're going to be diving into all things Own the Doge, Doge culture, and Doge Day. For my next question, I wanted to ask, For anyone new here, like, can you kind of dive into the genesis of Own the Doge? How did the project begin, and what has made Doge such a globally recognized icon?
Yeah, absolutely. So our story started because of Etsuko Sato. She adopted Doge, saved Doge from a puppy mill. Doge's real name is Kabosu, and Doge is actually a female dog. A lot of people don't realize that. So she saved this puppy from imminent demise, and she took this incredible photograph that, became the epic Doge meme. Years later, she decided she was going to mint this photo onto the blockchain as an NFT. So she made a series of 8 photos into an NFT collection on Zora, and she did an auction with help from the Ethereum Foundation, with help from Know Your Meme. And during this auction, the prolific Doge meme went for over 4 million to Pleaser DAO. And that is how our DAO started. They acquired this, they crowdfunded Source Ethereum, and they acquired the Doge NFT. And after they acquired it, they actually fractionalized it into Dog token with Etsuko's blessing, so that every person could hold a piece of this incredible meme, on-chain meme. And so now we have Dog token, which has transcended now to, I want to say, 10 blockchains. So we're very multi-chain with Dog. The original batch comes from ETH mainnet, and we bridged it out everywhere else. And yeah, it's incredible. And over the years, we've built Doge culture. We've built a relationship with Etsuko. And last year, she gave us the honor of the exclusive rights to use the IP of this Doge meme image to kind of bring the Doge brand out there in a big way across the world. And we are very excited to do that. And also, we believe in building Doge culture. So that's something we've been working on for some years now. And I think one of the most prolific things that we do is Doge Day, where everyone comes out to Japan to celebrate the story and culture of Doge, learn a little bit about the history and the lore, and celebrate all of the amazing things that have come from Doge, including the incredible Dogecoin. And we love that community, and we're really excited to continue building together into 2026.
I'm so excited. And one thing I want to say that I think this is something to really underscore is that this organization is working with directly with the original owner of the Doge, you guys, has IP rights, and is actually supporting the original, we talk about in crypto, supporting the original creator of things. I mean, this woman took the photo of Doge, and so far, to my knowledge, Own the Doge is the only organization that has given back to the original owner, who has actually helped her now to set up her charity with Kabosu. We're going to dive all into that today because it's kind of like this positive impact flywheel. It's actually celebrating the original owner, the original person that took the photo and owned Kabosu throughout her life. So I think it's really a beautiful thing you guys have done. And also a brilliant use case, right? Fractionalizing the photo, right? Making everyone an owner through this DAO, through owning pixels. I just think it's a really cool thing you guys have done with the image. And yeah, I also want to hear Smoke. We didn't really touch on your story and your arc into Own the Doge. If you want to share, like, kind of what brought you in and what got you initially excited about Doge.
Yeah, absolutely. So back in the day, I saw the Doge meme. I wish I could remember the first time. I feel like I remember the feeling when I saw the Doge meme. I don't remember the moment, but somehow I knew I would have some involvement with this meme, I feel like, because I really resonated with it. The language, and it's almost like it's not sarcastic, but to me, I viewed it almost as slightly sarcastic, silly, fun, and just like, I don't know, this kind of meme that is outside of the box of what you would normally see, where there's maybe 1 or 2 connotations that would come from a meme. I feel like this one was like bringing you into a world where words aren't even necessary, where it's more like you're awe-stricken or you're wow-stricken, etc. So anyway, so fast forward, and I was into crypto. I got into crypto in 2017, just doing a little bit of research here and there, Ethereum, Litecoin, checking everything out. Got into the metaverse scene fairly early on, into Decentraland prior to their first year, and I was just kind of exploring over there and exploring different projects across different blockchains, such as Tezos, where there was some incredible artwork I was collecting over there. I tried minting NFTs and had some aspirations to be an artist in 2021. time period. And then eventually joined a bunch of different groups and Discords and maxed out my Discords and was just looking around for and kind of watching this explosion of art and this renaissance of art occur. And I thought it was very beautiful and ultimately led down the path where I was kind of recruited and approached by this person that was called Doge King. And he said, wow, Smoke, I love your style. I think you're really good with communities and I love the way that you interact with people. Would you like to help me with this project that I'm working on called the Doge Academy, where I'm teaching people different things like how to code, how to create an NFT collection, how to use, kind of using the Doge meme and historical facts together. So he had this really cool collection where each piece was historically accurate in this, like, what was meant to be maybe 5K, 10K collection that was created by a female Ukrainian artist. And he wanted me to help him out. So I said, absolutely, I'd love to help you. And as I started to help him, he was close with Pleaser DAO and the Own the Doge project at that time called the Doge NFT. This was about 3.5, almost 4 years ago. And he said, you know what? I think this would be the perfect project to almost merge with what Pleaser is doing at Own the Doge. So we went over to them and seemed like a great fit. It was Doge related. And then that's when I began my journey within the Own the Doge project.
Wow. Such an incredible story. Deez, if you have any questions or comments you want to throw in, feel free.
I'm just listening and learning. And you guys have such a recent history too of you returning from Japan. I want to make sure you guys have all the airtime to really dig into it. But yeah, just happy to be here and learn on stage, I suppose.
Yeah, basically, I want to go through the different layers, right? Like, I want to start with what Own the Doge is, cultural significance. Then I want to dive in. There's a lot to cover for Doge Day. You're right. But maybe real quick, what I want to do is actually show the website for Own the Doge and just show people like the different resources and places they can learn more about the lore here. Is there anything from the website, Smoke, that you would say you'd want to highlight for anyone learning for the first time?
Yeah, I mean, I think there's a lot there to dive into. We have our yellow paper. If you go and to the top there should be a way to open up the yellow paper, and that is kind of a deep dive that gives a lot of information about historical, our values, how we're creating culture, et cetera, tokenomics, which are ever progressing, different terminology that we use, et cetera, the governance structure. Something I would say, and I think this is true for most DAOs, is that we are a work in progress. So we've been around for about 4 years now, but we're still iterating, growing, learning, and trying to find the best ways to balance a elected leadership structure globally, and also having the ability for people across the world to participate, be involved, feel empowered, feel rewarded, and appreciated. And I think it's something that we're going to continue to be iterating on, and hopefully at a higher level in 26. I would like to see the DAO website revamped. I think it's a little old school. We've been having a couple of technical glitches with it, and I want to make sure that there's really a seamless way for people to come in, submit proposals, talk about what they like, what they don't like. So that's something on the roadmap for us with the devs that we have on board. We have 2 incredible devs, Orb and Moon.
Shout out to Orb. We love Orb.
Absolutely. Shout out to Orb. Shout out to Moon. And this is really an exciting time for us where we have a few tools we're building and just excited to get them out there. And like I said, just continue to iterate on the DAO structure.
Yeah, I think it's incredible that you've baked in like the decentralized ethos and DAO ethos into your project. And Smoke, you already know, like DAOs are very close to my heart. Like DAOs were the first thing, and Deez knows this as well. Like I've really been passionate about throughout my on-chain career. So I love the fact that you guys have really baked that into your project and have tried to operate in a decentralized way, because you're stewarding one of the most iconic pieces of internet culture. And you want to make sure you're doing that in a way where there's like a general consensus through, decentralized decision making. And I think so far in all the time, the years that I've known On the Doge and have worked with On the Doge, I've seen it work very well. So I am curious, like, okay, going to my next question here, like, what have been kind of diving into the culture now? What have been some of the most meaningful cultural moments for Own the Doge? Like, there's a lot. I feel like this is, you guys have been doing this for years, so.
Yeah, absolutely. I would say I know it's like, we could have guessed this one, but I would say Doge Day. But beyond Doge Day, or inclusive of Doge Day, there is a story behind Doge Day as well. So starting in 2023, on the first official Doge Day, this is the day that we unveiled the Doge statue. So
Yeah.
the Doge statue was a project that was started by myself, Doge King, much of the team at Own the Doge, Julia Love, Gary LaChance, Jens from the Dogecoin Foundation participated. We had the Doge Pound helped to crowdfund. We had My Doge Wallet. There were a lot of Rainbow Wallet. There were a lot of people that participated at different levels, Cryptopathic. Throughout the process, this was about, I want to say it took 8+ months, maybe a year, to go from planning stage to the actual creation of the statue. And there was a trip that was called the Pilgrimage. I actually didn't attend this, but I did help them to set it up behind the scenes. And they went out and they checked out the foundry and made sure everything looked good. And this was a process where Atsuko herself was very hands-on. She was on Zoom calls. She was working with the mayor and the city council.
And just a reminder to everyone watching, Atsuko Sato is the original owner of the Doge, who has worked with Own the Doge to create this landmark in Japan.
Yes, absolutely. So she had a big role to play in this statue creation. She actually said, listen, guys, I want my cats on this statue. So we had the cats there for Atsuko, not just Doge. And I think that it's a really cool type of statue where you can sit and hang out with people rather than just kind of standing next to a statue where it's a little more hands off. You can actually sit with your friends. You can lie across the couch. And I think that gives another element of connection that is really cool to see. We also have this Kabosu the Doge placard that's next to it there. And we have a leaderboard of the different people who participated and donated. And a lot of people to shout out from over the years that helped with this as well. And Doge King was a big part of it. Salad Pingers did a lot of great work with the statue, especially in the second half of the planning. A lot of different people throughout the project that put their heart and soul into making sure that this came out very beautiful. And I think it really did. I think it's a beautiful statue. So on the first Doge Day, we unveiled this statue. And also what we did was we worked with this company called National Day Calendar to create Doge Day as an international holiday officially. So they came down with this big scroll that had all this information about how it was going to be an official international holiday. So on the first Doge Day, yeah, it was really a production, the first one where we unveiled the statue, unveiled the holiday, and that was definitely one of the most incredible moments that I have witnessed throughout the project.
Wow. I feel like every year there's kind of like this magic around Doge Day. It's like every year there's like a big, I feel like a big moment, but the 2023 one, I mean, unveiling the statue, not only has your project created a landmark in Japan, you've worked with the original owner of Doge to do this, and you've created an international holiday. I do not know any other project that's done that in our space. So, and another thing, just another little cultural milestone. I mean, we've gone out. I've been to Japan something like 4 times in the last year, and we actually had sent crypto to the moon. We sent some dog to the moon on a hardware wallet as well. So this project, I feel like, dreams very big, and like not only dreams big, but executes on those dreams and gets them done. And shout out to everyone on the Own the Doge team. I see Boop is in the audience here. Shout out to Udai, just everybody who tirelessly worked, McTeams, to make the Own the Doge event so special. Just so many people putting in so much work to make it happen. And that being said, Smoke, I would love to show like maybe a video on this, just to kind of teach people more about Doge Day and dog culture.
Absolutely. Good call.
Okay, awesome. I think let's see. Maybe we should do. God, there's so many good videos. I'll show the Doge Day recap. Here we go. I really like this one. Let me know if you guys can hear this.
Osu.
Can you hear it?
And the joy and love.
You guys able to
clear
hear it?
Yes.
Oh,
Okay.
yeah. Yep, we can hear it for sure.
Worlds. Previously on Doge Day, we celebrated From getting together with other fellow Doge
Bad luck,
lovers
Brian.
to unveiling the statue, it was a day for the history books.
I don't know. I'm kind of at a loss of words here with like how incredible this is. This movement has brought so many people together in so many different ways all over the world, and we don't know the impact that it has.
Somewhere
Yeah, so this one, there's also like different ones from this year. And yeah, I don't know if many people know this, but the actual Doge passed away last year. And it was a very powerful, very emotionally charged event, I would say, because, the event happened pretty much months after Kabosu passed away. And also a very prominent community member, Julia Love, as well, passed away around the same time. So I feel like last year's event was really a celebration of life and kind of like a very powerful memorial. Would you agree, Smoke?
Yeah, absolutely. Last year, it really was. So we had a few things going on. Last year, we tried to break a Guinness World Record of the most dogs having their teeth brushed simultaneously. And we were close. We actually got pretty close. We had a couple hundred dogs out there. And absolutely as well, it was a somber Doge Day because we had lost the incredible Julia Love and the incredible Doge within the same year. There were a lot of tears. There was crying. Gary gave a very touching speech. Gary LaChance, who had lost his partner Julia, and Etsuko was crying as well. And there was a typhoon warning. So at one point, I was talking to my friend Drew Forbes. We said something that I forget what it was. It was kind of an interesting thing. And then all of a sudden, the sky goes black, like totally black. So it was definitely an interesting Doge Day. A lot of mud all over the place. But
everyone's shoes were completely destroyed last year. And that was another thing. We had the Guinness World Record was there. Guinness was there. And, a lot of people didn't really want to bring their dogs into the mud. So it didn't end up happening. But the fact still that all those people were there brushing their dogs' teeth at the same time. I don't think I've ever seen that many dogs in one place. It was still a lot.
Yeah, absolutely. And shout out to John Monarch, who really helped to put that event on, Salad Pingers, and as well as Yohei, who has consistently been a pillar helping us to put these events on every year. But yeah, we were close and it was a little disappointing. But this year we decided we were going to just go have fun, have an incredible time, and not kind of hold ourselves to a standard where we could lose or we could miss an opportunity. Instead, just kind of have a Doge Day filled with gratitude where everything is a win. And I feel like we did accomplish that this year.
It absolutely happened. The vibes were just incredible. Everybody was connecting. And another thing I want to say is that, I said this on our space last night, Smoke, but at no point did anyone try to shill me anything. It was just everybody seriously hanging out, having fun, building friendships, making memories. And it was just really refreshing because I've been on the conference circuit for years. And it was like, everybody was just there to have fun. And I'll show you guys a video too. Kind of a tradition with Doge Day is that we all dress in banana suits. And I got to give a shout out to the party scientist who came to this event, got everybody dancing, moving, just, kind of being present in the moment. And I feel like does kind of like a spiritual practice of getting people to move and dance and just have fun and be joyful. So we all dress like bananas. We run around and it's amazing. I'll show this video that I made. I actually made this on the bus back from Doge Day. I'll share this really quick. That's the mayor of Sakura City. Bad luck, Ryan. Crowd surfing.
Upload the Doge team.
that was the memorial we did as well this year.
Own the Doge!
Yeah, so I don't know. I just feel like the energy, the playfulness, it all embodies the spirit of Doge and doing only good every day. Like everybody there was just working on incredible things, like trying to put good out into the world. Yeah, I feel like I can go on and on about the people too. We connected with Doge Van, Tesla Model Doge. Yeah, just so many incredible people.
Yeah, absolutely. This year was a very curated group of people. It was, in one sense, like a team offsite. We had a lot of the team out there from across the world, many different countries represented, France, India. We tried to get our head of Doge Africa out, and next year we definitely will be, and many, many other countries. And we had some incredible people that we brought out. So three of which that Rachel just mentioned. So one, we had the party scientist. I was advised to bring the party scientist out by Gary LaChance. He is somebody that's been working with Gary for many, many years on Gary's decentralized dance party.
Yeah.
So if you want to check that out, I believe Gary's website should be theddp.com. Let's verify this.
Yeah, I
Yes.
witnessed firsthand the magic of the party scientist and Gary LaChance. Like we ended up leaving an event early, and it was me, Gary, and the party scientist, and we're walking around Shibuya. We just came out of Don Quixote, and the party scientist has this giant speaker strapped to his back, and we don't really know like how this is gonna go. You know, it's Japan; it's a more reserved culture, but he ended up just going around and getting people to dance and have fun, and like that was the energy through the entire Doge Day. It was just everybody having fun, moving, connecting, building friendships. And that I feel like is like peak kind of networking, collaborating, going to events. I was joking on yesterday's Twitter space that if we had smoke curating all the crypto conferences, it would be a really good time. And also, we have to talk about as well the meme celebrities that were there too. We had Bad Luck Brian. Do you want to talk about some of these meme celebrities we had?
Yeah, absolutely. So this year we had two returning legends that have been to many of the Doge days now. Bad Luck Brian has been to every Doge day. So a lot of people are familiar with his meme. He was a kid, and he's like a kid who has bad luck. And he's an incredible person. He's like a human meme, very hard to explain it, but memetic human being that is expressive and hilarious. And we had him out again. And I brought out David as well as his mother to attend the event. He wanted to bring his mom. There were a few people that wanted to bring their mom this year. And then really, really excited to have brought out Sminem. So I had this divine intervention where I said, I've got to try to get Sminem. It just popped into my head. I know that he's very beloved by our community, the NFD community on the Doge. He's a prolific meme that is said to be the boy who saved crypto. So I reached out to his team and I said, is there any way we can get him out? And it was a big process because he had never left Russia. So they had to get a lot of things together, a lot of different passports, visas, and travel expenses, etc. So we passed a council vote to decide whether to bring these guys out. And we decided, yes, let's bring Sminem out. And what a joy he was to have out there.
Oh, yeah.
He did not speak in English, so he was not speaking throughout most of the event. He did have his translator with him, but the vibes were like incredible. He was hugging everyone. He was joking around with everyone. And at the end of the event, he said, "These are my best friends." And
he did.
was
Yeah, his
so
family
happy.
said that. Yeah, his family, his translator, they're in our group chat, and they were basically saying like Sminem feels so much love for us, and we're all best friends at the end of it. And it's kind of crazy how we don't even have to speak the same language, but he'd run around and just kind of joke with you, like he'd cover Smoke's eyes or be behind you, like like doing something with his hands. Like I don't know, I just feel like he is a genuinely good-hearted person, and just funny, really embodies the spirit of Doge, doing only good every day and spreading joy. So it was a really good time having Sminem. And I have some interviews dropping with Awkward White Dude Smiling and Bad Luck Brian. So I'm very excited to drop those. And Sminem, actually. I totally forgot. I actually did an interview with him and his translator, too. So we got a lot of interviews in the pipeline, you guys. Okay, so...
I love hearing the stories of these meme BD trenches. I mean, I thought I had a tough time trying to, source liquidity and find different DeFi protocols. But man, flying out a meme from Russia is next level smoke. So
That's it. It's peak.
very intense.
Deez, do you know Sminem? I feel like Sminem really is well known and more of like the Reddit 4chan. Like, I don't know. I feel like kind of like the different trenches.
Yeah, I haven't, I have to dig back into my, GIF keyboard about a decade ago to really see if I've, crossed over. But
and you guys
it's
know
good to
Bad Luck
see these little
Brian,
things.
right? You guys definitely got to know Bad Luck Brian.
Oh, for sure. Yeah.
Okay,
That was a classic meme, and he actually looked a lot like a guy I went to high school with. So it was used
For anyone
more
that
often than-
doesn't know, this is Bad Luck Brian. And also, this is what happens when you leave Bad Luck Brian with your phone. I was going to speak on the panel with Smoke and the team, and I said, Brian, can you like get some photos and videos? And this is what I came back to afterwards, just a ton of like selfies in my phone. So it was a fun time. So, okay.
Yeah, he's a legend. Also, if you guys want to know a little bit of the lore, I'm dropping into the BMX chat. I would say this is one of the most famous videos you're going to see involving Sminem. And you can see 2.5 million views.
Oh my God.
Yeah, so basically, he's the boy who saved crypto. If you kind of fast forward, scroll through, you'll see. And yeah, if anyone wants to see this video, I recommend checking it out and kind of diving into the lore of Sminem.
Okay, got it. Wow, 2.5 million views on this video. Maybe we can show a quick preview really quick. I think we're doing good on time. Also, real quick, for anyone in the live stream chat, I see a lot of people who are active here today. Pixel, Callie, Boop is here. Shout out to Boop, YS Mac, so many incredible folks from the community. Dixon. If you guys have any questions or want to ask anything to Smoke, feel free to drop in the chat.
Let's go. I want to shout out YS Mac. So YS Mac, I saw his incredible work online. This was like, how many years ago now? A lot, maybe 2.5 or so, 3 years ago. And he was doing these awesome memes. And I said, Mac, can you help us to create a Doge Day ticket, the first ever digital Doge Day ticket? So we went back and forth for quite some time, and we came out with this really cool Doge Day ticket, which I actually made sure was featured in the animated video, Doge Day video that we made that we have pinned on our page. So huge shout out to YS Mac. We sponsored YS to come out, I believe it was last year, and he had an incredible time. And he's really a dope person, very well known in the Dogecoin and Doge space, and love him. And obviously shout out to Boop as well. Boop has been killing it. She did a lot of incredible work in the lead up to Doge Day. She was sharing everything out on all these calendars throughout Japan and the US to kind of spread the word. And really the whole team came through across different countries. A couple more people I want to shout out quick would be Mojo. She did an incredible job. Not only was she a photographer and she brought her baby with her and she found time to take these incredible photos, but she made a ton of merch.
Too. Yeah.
That's right. Everything
merch.
Rachel's wearing.
This is, if you guys can see the hat, this is actually Tsuko Sato sitting at the statue in Japan. And this is the windmill in Sakura City. So there's a lot of lore, but I love the merch in this year. Super high quality and well designed by Mojo.
And I want to shout out to, of course, we already know, but Udai made some incredible merch as well. He made these plushy keychain, Doge keychains that came out really nice. And then Z made some nice sweatshirts. He made a gift for Atsuko. So I think this year we had some of the best merch between stickers, plushies, and actual wearable items. I'd say it was the best year for that.
Oh, sorry, I'm muted there. Totally agree. Deez, if you have any questions or comments before we move on here, I do want to dive into how folks can get involved and kind of what's next on the roadmap. But Deez, I'll pass it off to you if you have any questions or comments.
No, let's keep rolling. I really enjoy that you guys have a deep history. So I think we're really getting into the weeds here that I didn't even know existed. So it's awesome.
That's what I'm saying. Like there are layers to own the Doge. I feel like once you start unpacking the lore, it's like a lot of people don't know about this. I feel like, but once you start learning and kind of diving deeper, you realize this is a project that is celebrating the original owner of Doge, right? Like the on-chain space, we're aiming to celebrate the original creators. This woman took the photo of the Doge. And Smoke, maybe we can touch on the charitable aspect as well. We didn't really touch on Atsuko Sato's charity, but there is another project, Kokoro. Maybe Smoke, you can share about Kokoro and Own the Doge and that relationship.
Yes, and I started feeling guilty for a second because I want to mention one thing. We had this incredible merch item last year, and huge shout out to Elio with help from John and
I know what
others.
you're going to talk about, yeah.
It's Rachel has one of them. It's like this embossed letters on the back, 2024. That is definitely one of the most epic merch pieces that we've had. So shout out to Elio and all those who were responsible for getting that sweatshirt made. I think that was incredible. Great work on that.
I was going to wear it today, but I couldn't find this. I felt like was more fitting from the recent Doge Day.
Yeah, it's interesting. Even every year too, we have a different hat. So like the first pilgrimage, it was a lime green hat. That's a very rare one. And then this hat that Mojo made is incredible, but we'll get to see what we have next year. But yeah, so going to charity, I think that's definitely something we want to touch on. So since the inception of the project in 2021, Own the Doge has donated over $3 million to charity since we've started. And different charities have been affected by this, including Save the Children and some of the larger charities like Variety, as well as smaller charities. And I think we've hit an inflection point now where a series of events that unfolded, which I can talk about quickly, involving Kokoro, has allowed for a new charity to emerge. So we have Atsuko Sato adopted a new dog named Kokoro. After Doge's passing, she adopted multiple dogs. She has Nero. And to give a quick recap of Nero, she adopted the dog Nero, and a few different projects launched unofficial tokens around the dog, and they were all kind of fighting and trying to figure out who was real. And none of them were actually real in the sense that none of them were associated with Atsuko, who had adopted her dog Nero. So long story short, our DAO got in the middle of it and was like, okay, different Nero projects come to us and pitch what can you provide the DAO? How would you best steward the IP? What can you provide to Atsuko, etc. And one of these projects won the DAO vote, and they were able to utilize the Nero IP. So fast forward, I became CEO from being COO previously in the beginning of this year, and Atsuko decided that she was going to adopt another dog. So after I saw what happened with the Nero saga, I said, okay, what do we want to do here? And Atsuko wanted something official. She wanted something that was very clear that she has launched this. So we decided to do an official token. And so myself, Path, and Atsuko facilitated this token launch, and it's exclusively on Base. And the token is called Kokoro, and it's an IP token. And it's a token which was launched in a very fair, decentralized way. And also a very large portion of this token is locked in liquidity for 10 years. And it is the fees are 50-50 cut. So 50 goes to the DAO for the burn of the DAO and all of the activities and things that we do. And then 50% goes to Atsuko. So because this token did very well upon launch, Atsuko actually listed the contract address in her blog when she announced that she had adopted Kokoro. She was able to make a sizable amount of money from this token, and she is actually using those funds to take some time and potentially retire from her job as a kindergarten teacher. At least that's kind of the conversations we've had, and go full time into charity. So in 2026, Atsuko is going to be going out with her new charity called With Kabosu. And this charity is based upon a van, which is like a mobile flower shop. It's a pink van. And she's going to be going around and delivering flowers. And she's going to be rescuing dogs throughout Japan and connecting dogs to worthy owners. So it's a very beautiful thing that was able to happen because of a provenance token that was launched earlier this year. And we're very proud of that.
Isn't that incredible? Like this woman from a remote city in Japan, now kindergarten teacher who owned this dog, is able to live the life of her dreams and help animals and give back to charitable efforts like with Kabosu. And something I want to share too is, this is the second year that I've been able to meet Atsuko and her husband. And this year, everybody was in these pink kind of blazer like windbreakers. And they have this booth, this area for merch for with Kabosu, and the proceeds were going towards helping Atsuko with her charity with Kabosu. So I feel like through moments like this, it's kind of a reminder like this community really does bring people together to do only good every day. And, we had Doge Van out there as well, a man who's traveling around the US saving dogs in his van. So it's very cool to see the people that are attracted to this event.
Absolutely. I think it's incredible that it just so happened to be that, I was looking around online and saying, who are the most impactful people within the Doge and Dogecoin community? And two of those people were, one of whom was Dogeman. We asked him to come out, and simultaneously, he was actually selected as well by the community to come out. So we were going to bring him out either way. But we had, the team and the wider DAO decided to choose him as well because they saw the incredible work he was doing, and he was brought out, and he's out there saving dogs across the United States, and Atsuko is going to be saving dogs across Japan. And if you are able to go to the photo that I dropped beneath the BMX post, I dropped a photo of Atsuko and all of her friends and Kokoro and Nero at the With Kabosu booth. So I don't know if we want to show everybody what that looks like.
Okay, I'm looking for it right now. So it's on X.
Yeah, I dropped it as a comment below our live stream.
All right, I'm looking for it. Let's see. Maybe Deez, if you want to take the wheel while I look for this real quick.
I'll also just drop it in our TG chat too if it's faster. Here it is.
Okay.
So I dropped 4 photos, but one of them we can show everybody what the With Kabosu stand looked like at Doge Day this year.
Oh, there it is. Yep. Yeah, everybody was there. It seemed like a lot of Atsuko's friends, locals, who are passionate about her cause. And this also, I want to mention Sakura City, where this event is. This is Doge is very much celebrated there. Like there's a little gift shop with a bunch of Doge memorabilia right next to the park. So this is a very culturally significant place for Doge. And yeah, there's a lot of talks. Like Smoke is now talking to city council. She's built a relationship with the mayor of Sakura City, and they love Doge. They love Doge culture because it brings more awareness and more people traveling to this remote area in Japan, that people otherwise probably wouldn't go to if they go to Japan,
Yeah, it's incredible. It's only an hour or so out from Tokyo, but it's like such a rural area, and Kabosu is like the shining light of that city. And such incredible people over there, including the mayor. He's such a force for good and like a human meme. I call him the meme mayor. The speeches he gives, the power behind his voice, and his radical positivity are just like add to that lore.
Yeah, he's such a nice guy. You could just tell from his energy, even in this photo. Like he's just he really also embodies the spirit of Doge, I would say. And I have a video of him just yelling Shiba, like just so excited. And he actually did a very traditional Japanese bow to all of us there. He actually on stage got down and did a traditional Japanese bow to all of us there, and it was I would say a very powerful moment because you just could see the immense gratitude he has for our community coming out there and bringing more awareness to Sakura City. So it was really beautiful.
Yeah, absolutely.
So, okay, Deez, I know we've covered a lot of ground. I'm not sure if you have any questions or if you want to chime in here. Shout out to everybody tuning in, our live stream viewers today.
Yeah, just if there's more tokens that are being launched, just give us a ring, and we'd love to help out pairing them with our nice WBLT, and we can do some co-marketing, do some co-growing together. So.
Yeah, and I am curious, Smoke, like on that topic, like, do you have any upcoming initiatives, partnerships, anything that you're excited about that you want to share here today?
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, we haven't officially come out with it, but just to give a little bit of alpha, we did talk about it at Doge Day. We have a very exciting partnership coming with Moshika, which is a very cool pet product brand. They do like high-end luxury pet items, but they're also breaking into the wholesale segment as well. So we're very excited for that. We hope to have some incredible partnerships, and we do in the works now with different pillars of the Dogecoin community. This year, I kind of created this vibe of the Doge Alliance around the Doge Day event. We had it on different bandanas that we had. We had it in the videos and
It's on
in
your
different
PFP
lore.
now too.
It's on my PFP, exactly. So, and this is like a special Doge Alliance image here that's half English, half kanji. And it's kind of just something that comes from my heart, comes from a lot of our hearts, where we want to have everybody within the Doge community come together around Doge culture, around Dogecoin, around Dog Token, and kind of just bringing everything together to be the biggest movement possible. And so we're really excited to just keep working with some of these incredible people that we are working with, that we have worked with in the past, to have a viable future of all of the people that believe in do only good every day and love the Doge meme to come together. And we feel like that's going to be the most powerful. But yeah, we have a lot of incredible things in the works. Let me go and look. I think I did a recap on my account here on Smoke. If I go look at myself, one moment. I did a little recap of some stuff we've been working on. So let me just scroll over to this quickly. So Rachel had mentioned this in the beginning. So something really cool. We were waiting for quite some time to get Dog to the moon. We have something cooking now, actually, another moon mission that's cooking.
So we're working on the second literal moon mission now.
And actually the first. So we're back to the future because this was the first one, but we were waiting. So I ended up asking some friends whom were also working with Rachel at the time.
Shout
do you
out
guys
to
have a moon
Moondao.
connection?
Yeah, Moondao.
That's right. So I said, you guys have a moon.
I'm part of the Moondao community. I've been working with them for years. I love Moondao.
Absolutely. So I actually asked this member of Miggle's team called Tyler, who is former NASA. I said, listen, I need a new moon connection because we've been waiting and we want to make sure we can get Doge to the moon, the Doge meme to the moon. And he said, absolutely. These are the guys, Moondao. And so long story short, we were able to send Dog Token and a Doge Pixel on this billion-year archive, which was actually beside the U.S. Constitution and some incredible different works. And it was very, very exciting. It happened in Japan. I had kind of organized for it to be live streamed at the Super Chief Gallery. Rachel was there, and some of our different friends were there, and we got to watch it live at exactly 3:11 JST, and it was incredible, very, very cool. Also this year, I partnered with Stand with Crypto. And we did that on the Doge.
Alpha. I have someone in the chat. Callie Crypto is asking, hey, I think there could be a partnership here with Stand with Crypto. And I said, there might be a little alpha there. So that's funny you bring that up. And by the way, speaking of Stand with Crypto, we have some events this week in California. I was actually invited by the California chapter president, Miss Nifty. Shout out Miss Nifty. She is hosting a roundtable for all like the Stand with Crypto leaders in California this Wednesday. So tomorrow, I'm going out to meet with them. So Smoke, I think there's a lot with Stand with Crypto as well we could be doing. That you are doing. I mean, you're the Rhode Island president now.
Right, exactly. So I became the chapter president of Stand with Crypto. I just recently signed the official contract on 11/11. Very lucky day, but it was decided a couple months back. And I was very, very busy planning Doge Day. But now that I'm back, I'm certainly going to launch our first Rhode Island party. And from there, we're definitely going to get some of the team out to future parties where we're going to do it really big and have something incredible going. And I've partnered on and off with Stand with Crypto in different ways for some years now because we have been partnered with Pizza DAO since almost the inception of the project. I think we're the oldest partner of Pizza DAO at Own the Doge. So had seen Stand with Crypto around. Rachel has done incredible work with them. Snacks has done incredible work with them. And I could see that they are moving the needle and working very hard towards crypto adoption. Shout out to Mason, Wade, and all of the legends over there, and very honored to have become president. But anyway, long story short, they are excited to think about using the Doge meme in tandem with these parties. I've gotten permission from them. So we're super excited to get people interested in Stand with Crypto in a novel way. using the Doge meme. And yeah, absolutely. So a couple more quick things. We entered a joint venture with BitDAO. So I want to give a huge shout out to BitDAO. Now these guys are called the Bureau of Internet Culture. Bureau of Internet Culture. If you want to check out their website, it's bureauofinternetculture.art. And you can see this incredible vault of memes that they have acquired, meme NFTs. And you're certainly going to recognize some of these. We have Giga Chad, we have Harambe, we have one of the incredible Doge, more than one of the incredible Doge meme NFTs that were minted by Atsuko, Keyboard Cat. The list goes on. Awkward White Guy Smile, who we had out to Doge Day. So this DAO was created by Path, who is incredibly well-respected member of our community, of our project. He's totally revamped our tokenomics. And yeah, he's a good friend and we love him. And just huge shout out to the whole team.
Would get along, like, and talk, just nerd out on tokenomics.
Oh, absolutely. Yeah. Path is like total OG, like beyond comprehension, and just brilliant thought leader of the internet and of blockchain. But yeah, I want to give these guys a shout out. Ultron, Louis, Dojo, a lot of our incredible members that we have that are now, a lot of them are part of the leadership team at Own the Doge. They come from BitDAO. And we actually entered into a joint venture with BitDAO earlier this year so that we're able to utilize some of the different meme IP and different things that are going on within BIC at Own the Doge and kind of work together to see how we can bring all of these memes alongside provenance to the next level commercially and across different mediums. So very excited about that. And then let me see, the last things we've done this year based on my thread. Take a look.
Awesome. By the way, Deez, if you have any questions here or anything you want to ask or chime in with, I know.
Well, before the stream ends, I want to know how this. I want to know how this thing was delivered to the moon. So was there a webcam and you saw the impact, or like how? I was at such a cliffhanger there. You're like, we watched it live. And then...
let me find it really quick. All right, I'm looking up. There's so much lore. We need a couple hours to really unpack all the lore. Like, if it doesn't even sound real when we talk about something. Yeah, we have a monument in Japan. We sent crypto to the moon. We work with the owner of the Doge. It's like, it's kind of like this larger than life thing.
Was there this small like little poof of like gray dust, and we're like, we did it? Like, is it?
Well, we watched the launch. It was live streamed. And I asked the owner at the time of Super Chief and Knox Gallery. They were working together. Actually, Rachel was out there with me. It was NFT Japan. And I said, can we live stream it for our friends in our group? And they said yes. So we had like a TV set up in the back of Super Chief, and we watched the actual rocket, go up.
We watched the rocket go up. Yeah. And then I think we did get confirmation. It was like hours, or I don't know how much later that we got confirmation, but we did get confirmation that it arrived. And there's actually this little thing, like this hardware device that it was put on. I'm going to try to find a photo of that because we did have people asking to see it, and Moondao shared a photo of what the crypto was on. So let me try to find that too.
Yeah, it's actually made to last for 1 billion years. It's a very special, high-level nanofiche technology, like a really insulated type of a ledger that was created to house a lot of this stuff.
All right, here we go. By the way, we didn't talk about the partnership with Pudgy Penguins too, but that has been a really powerful partnership, I would say, for Own the Doge. And, we worked with several projects to make this happen. And yeah, you can see here in January, we had a party launching to send crypto to the moon. And yeah, we all got together live to watch this. I'm going to try to find a photo.
It was called Blue Ghost. So if you look up Blue Ghost, there's a few different websites, Firefly Aerospace. You can find some info. I can also find it and send you the link.
Yeah, I'll find it at some point and share with you, Deez. But yeah, there's a photo somewhere of the device, and like they put a couple different things. There was like semi-precious stones from around the world they included as well. So yeah, it was a really cool experience. Definitely surreal.
How cool. How cool. Expanding all over.
Absolutely. Well, I know we are almost at the hour mark, so I want to leave time for any questions from you, Deez, people in the audience who are watching. I think our comments are delayed, but Callie's very excited in the comments about the Stand with Crypto Alpha, and yeah, a lot more to come. Stand with Crypto, we're doing a lot. Own the Doge, Stand with Crypto. We actually had Mason on for our last BMX stream as well, so a lot going on there. But yeah, Deez, is there any questions you want to ask? I know we covered a lot here, so I'll pause.
No, I've learned so much, and it's so interesting seeing the intertwine, of early meme culture, and then down the line where we're looking at more curated, attachment to the IP, and then that those kind of meme IP conversations span throughout, the past couple decades, right? Of people who were part of memes that didn't know that there was, just seeing these old faces at the event. That I mean, I guess my question is like, how did someone call these folks who were, because they went viral, there was a picture of them at some point, and then they become a meme, and then did someone say, hey, we are trying to take care of the IP that you have blessed with the world, even if inadvertently? Do you have like a specific story where maybe you've encountered someone who was part of a meme that knew that there was this movement behind the scenes that was trying to amplify and take care of them and give back, and it's almost like a retroactive funding for internet memes?
Yeah, that's a good way to explain it. I think that one of the core missions of the Bureau of Internet Culture has been to kind of verify the provenance of meme NFTs, verify the creator, make sure that the true creator of the meme is the one who went and minted their NFT. And then beyond that, facilitating, that's where we've entered the next level. And that's where this joint venture comes in with Own the Doge and myself as the leader of Own the Doge, is how can we bring this even further, and how can we bring from NFT to IP to global recognition of these memes and commercialization and ability for these memes to be respected, these creators to be respected, and also to earn from what they have done. A good example in the past of a situation that happened through BitDAO, facilitated by Path, that was quite incredible, was the dog with hat meme. So everyone knows this dog that went incredibly viral, this dog token on Solana, right? So the actual family reached out to the Bureau of Internet Culture. One of the members there facilitated and got in touch with the DAO, and Path set it up so that Foundation, a lot of people have heard of Foundation, NFT platform, did an auction for the real dog, because the family and the dog did not benefit from this Solana token. Even though the Solana token went insane and went, made a fortune for people, the family didn't get anything. They weren't involved. So what happened was they made a one-of-one NFT, just like the Doge NFT, and they auctioned it off. And you can check on Google and you'll see it went for over $4 million, that NFT, and that money went right to the family. And actually Path said, you know what, I don't want to cut, I'll take 0%. So he didn't take a dime. And it was just out of the caring about provenance, caring about these people and these creators and these memes, that they were able to facilitate that for the family. And I think that's a beautiful story of, like you said, it's like empowering the creators to benefit. And that's something that they do and that we also believe in and Own the Doge. Of course, our inception point being a situation like that, right? Where the creator minted her NFT and we honor her with everything that we do. So a lot of a lot of interesting similarities between our two communities. And I think that's why we've merged in many ways with our leadership council, et cetera. Also, I want to make sure I quickly shout this out before we wrap up, and that's, we have another incredible partnership with a DAO that was incubated by Feisty DAO, which is Elon RWA, or a project
Elon
rather.
RWA. Oh my God, that's a whole nother topic we can talk about. This, I don't know if you know about this this drawing, Deez, but there is this drawing that Elon Musk actually commented on himself. And it ended up kind of going viral. And let me show him really quick. So have you ever seen this drawing?
I just saw that on my timeline today. I don't know who quote tweeted it, but
All right, so
Wow.
basically, this artist shared this drawing of Elon Musk, and Elon Musk commented back famously, "It's like looking in a mirror." Now, our friend Louis he actually, I believe, purchased the physical drawing and goes around to events with this
Dojo.
in a frame, Dojo, and yeah, so like seeing this, I think at one point the RWA was valued at $6 million, and I've actually held this drawing on stage at MemeCon as I was speaking, and I'm like thinking to myself, "Oh my God, I'm holding like a $6 million drawing right now." And I think they were trying to, like, I don't know. There's a meme about flipping the Mona Lisa and like getting this to be like yeah, basically a very big meme, and they actually have a statue of this at Starbase. I think a Doge statue we have at Starbase as well, right? Smoke.
Right. So what happened was Dojo and Louis and others, Ultron, all kind of incubated from Drez, incubated from NFD, from Feisty DAO, Bic DAO, now Bic DAO. Kind of went out. It was specifically Dojo, though, that had acquired this RWA. And actually, this token is available on Base Chain. A lot of people don't realize that. But Elon RWA available on Base. It's an actual real world asset. And yes, from that point, I like to believe maybe a little bit inspired by the Doge statue. They went out and they created an Elon statue and built an Elon statue based upon this drawing. They acquired this drawing directly from the creator, as we always do. And the lore is very deep. Again, if you look at the Own the Doge pinned post, you're going to see a lot of lore built in there involving Elon RWA. But yes, we commissioned through our DAO a Doge wall to be at this location right alongside Starbase. So I have people message me, contact me. Recently, one of the other presidents of Stand With Crypto said, "Hey, Smoke, by the way, I was going to Starbase and I saw you guys have a wall on the way." And he sent me some
Yeah.
pictures. And so it's kind of wild. Like we're really building this, like, you want to call it a phygital at a high level. It's like a phygital, physical to digital world of provenance and memes and memetics. And yeah,
And the
it's an
project
incredible
lead
journey.
for this is actually on the Own the Doge team as well and works with us closely. So there's definitely a lot of tie-in with Own the Doge and Elon RWA as well.
Absolutely. So Louis is on our what's called the
I know. I'm
Doge
sorry,
Improvement
Deez.
Council.
We're like throwing you in the deep end here with all the lore.
Yeah, there's a lot. But yeah, it's so Louis is on the Doge Improvement Council. Ultron is on the Doge Improvement Council, and then also Dojo, who helps and facilitates these incredible videos, and who actually acquired it, is our head of 3D video. So he works and does all the videos for us, all the videos for Doge Day. So yeah, they're baked in as well. We're kind of a DAO of DAOs in many ways.
Yeah, the infrastructure here is just wild, and how it's spidering, and the partnerships, and would love to maybe have another podcast with Bic on sometimes, because I just
Let's go.
We're kind of
Absolutely.
shuttling towards this this cypherpunk future where, instead of seeing the attorney billboards all over the place, like, "Have you been harmed in an injury?" It's like, call this lawyer.
1-888-88.
I can see all these billboards now. It's like, "Were you, involved in a viral internet meme and didn't get compensated? Call 1-888-BIC and we'll figure this out."
Amazing. Oh my God. We should
but
probably design and ideate something.
I mean, well, no, as TikTok and as social media just proliferates, it's happening all the time, right? I mean, you see memes all the time. They get generated. They have however many minutes of fame in the spotlight, but oftentimes this person gets tagged and they have no idea. And then, I mean, for better or for worse, whatever the context of the meme is, but to have this, avenue to go at least try to claw some of that, because these things spur millions of dollars of volume and transaction and activity on the internet. It's not easily calculated, but it does happen. So it would be, like, for example, I think there's a guy at DevCon who I think he had 17 million posts on his views because there was some unfortunate racism going on, but then the community came in and just flooded it with support, and right now we're living through that. So he's probably, other than seeing his follower count and traffic on X, and I know X has some kickbacks, but that itself, it's a sensitive context. But to be able to, I don't know, somehow shuttle that into somewhere that he can, or at least some kind of movement that supports something behind that context, can tap into that monetization is really, really interesting. And I mean, we're seeing, we see a lot of process or promise from IP chains. You have Story Protocol and things that want to develop the infrastructure. But yeah, what you're involved in, Smoke, and what these organizations, it really is the boots on the ground. It's not about the necessarily technical infrastructure that can handle the reciprocity, but it is about the social. It's the reach out. It's the making the connections and validating and going through the stories that you guys have shared. To get to the point where the infrastructure can handle that redistribution or at least kickback of wealth that these things spurred. So anyway, that's my rant. This has been so fantastic. I've learned so much, and it really opened my eyes to what's going on behind the scenes here.
Yeah, I've been sharing with the BMX team about Own the Doge, but I feel like, hearing directly from Smoke and us like properly unpacking all the lore, I feel like the light bulb's gone off for you and you're excited, Deez. So yeah, I would definitely love to do more content with, Big DAO, Elon RWA, like just kind of the universe of the Own the Doge partnerships and friends. So yeah, Smoke, it's been amazing. And very excited about the Doge Alliance. Already like thinking about Doge Day 2026. And yeah, had an amazing time. By the way, there's more lore. I'm sorry, you guys. There's more. Me and Smoke actually fly together for the last Doge Day and this Doge Day. And, no, I'm sorry. We flew together for the Meme World Order event when we send crypto to the moon. But on the way back this year, I don't know if you guys know Oliver Tree, but my favorite artist walked on the plane as we were leaving Tokyo. It was like a really crazy moment. I'm just going to share really quick. Still pretty stunned that this happened. Let me see if I could find the post here. And Smoke was there for this. And it's funny too. This is somebody who became a famous musician through being, clearly a very memeable person. Started making Vine videos online, became a meme, and we're on our way back from Doge Day, and we just happened to see him on the plane. So it was really a really cool experience.
We summoned the memes. We definitely summoned the memes.
That's the last piece of lore I'll share. It was just like just a very magical experience. Shout out to Drew Forbes as well from the Forbes family who was there, who showed us around Japan. Not only showed us around Japan, but taught us about the historical significance of different shrines, different areas that we traveled to. Just overall, like, I don't know, I'll give flowers to everybody all day if I keep going, but just want to make sure we shouted out Drew Forbes.
Yeah, Drew is an absolute legend. I'm in talks with him to have a whole side event that he's going to help me run, that he's going to decide where do we go, because it's insane the level of knowledge he has and history. Rachel and I started a little history group. It's
Yes.
it's too long for us to talk about now, but
I'll pull up the
she's
name.
pulling it out. Okay.
Here we go. So we went to the restaurant in Japan, you guys, where Quentin Tarantino had the idea for Kill Bill, the famous scene where it's 2 stories. They're like in this dojo looking place, and there's that big fight scene. We went there to have a late night discussion about history, culture, the direction of the world, and we came up with this historical society there, the late night dead poets, modern day Doge, contemplating the direction of history society, which was a lot of fun. And yeah, we started that with Drew Forbes of the Forbes family. So basically we just get together, talk about history, culture, and the direction of the world. So it was a lot of fun. All right,
Yeah.
I think we got to cut off the lore here.
Can I shout out 2 more things? Because I just thought you're making me think here. So there's 3. All right, it'll take 5 seconds. All right, ready? 1, shout out to Tony Vega, absolute legend. He's walked to Doge Day. He walks all over Japan. He's legally blind.
Yeah.
He's an incredible person. He's supported Own the Doge for a very long time, and he's with the group Neko Alliance. So I want to shout him out. I want to shout out Doge Africa and the Moonbarkers. At the same time that we were in Japan, they were holding an event in Africa that was very successful in Nigeria. Huge shout out to them for all the work they do. And thirdly, I want to give a shout out to my boy Ren Rutz, who is running Gappy. And Gappy is a super dope project, original art that he created. And just wanted to shout him out. I noticed that he shared the space out. So yeah, just shout out to you, Ren. And absolutely, would love to deep dive with you guys and maybe have some Big DAO, some Elon RWA conversations coming in, some different guests that we could get onto the BMX show together, and we could all have maybe a round table and talk about, what we're working on and what this means.
I love to hear it.
Absolutely.
Yeah, that's like music to my ears. I love like bringing the community together, through BMX, through the live streams. I think that would be incredible to bring more folks up.
Yeah, I'm
And
bullish on you guys. Thank you guys for having me. And I just have a really good feeling about what you're doing. I feel like I love DeFi. I love what you're building. And I feel like you guys are not afraid to branch out and to pave your own path in the base ecosystem, in the multi-chain ecosystem and beyond. And really just love what you guys are building and keep up the great work.
awesome. Smoke, thank you so much for being here today, for being one of our official Let's Ride guests. And yeah, before we drop D's, is there any housekeeping on the BMX side? Anything you want to share on the deli swap side of things?
Not at all. Just growing deli swap, growing the liquidity. So yeah, we just haven't had a new DEX in our ecosystem in a while. So I think a lot of folks are maybe deer in the headlights of the options of where they can deploy liquidity. So if you're listening to this and you know people who have tokens that are floating around, and especially, yeah, with the macro conditions, most of these tokens are either paired with stables or they're paired with volatiles like ETH or BTC. But if we're ripping around like we are as we are currently, sometimes it doesn't feel so good. So WBLT we think is the answer because it combines the stables and the blue chips.
Thank you. Must acquire vault
And
tokens.
so yeah, we can pair with that, and then it just makes all time in crypto a little bit less volatile. It's more predictable, and at the same time, it harvests a ton of fees. So that's the shill. But just if anyone, yeah, if you know people with tokens, have them reach out to us. We love to see if it works for them. Obviously, if it's not the right fit, that's fine. But yeah, we're growing a baby DEX, so let's get it going, let's get it moving, and excited to keep building.
Let's go. Yeah, I want to get Dog. I want to see Own the Doge get connected here with Deli Swap and WBLT. So yeah, very exciting stuff. This is a really big moment for BMX. A lot of months and months and months of work has gone into this. So yeah, and shout out to Catch Up on the creative side for making this fun video upon launch. I think that's everything we have for today, you guys. Thank you, everyone, for tuning in. We love you all who are here every week with us, hanging out, asking questions, engaging. We see you all, and we'll see you on the next Let's Ride.